Peace, everyone, and welcome to Morning Metta. Today, we're doing our loving kindness and compassion practice. Before we jump into that, we'll start with our grounding, set an intention for the day, have a centering thought, and finally, we'll wrap up with our call to action. Let's get started. Wherever you are in your day, inviting you to find yourself a comfortable position if that's possible. And just gently place your feet flat on the floor, depending on your positioning. Your hands can gently rest in your lap. You can hold your back straight. Doesn't have to be tight or rigid. Allow it to lie loosely. And you can keep your eyes open during this grounding if you like, or you can close them. It doesn't matter. So today for the grounding, I thought about something that could be soothing. And what came to my mind was rocking. So that's what we're going to do just for a few seconds. So I'm going to invite you to rock in whatever position you might be in, wherever you are, if it's possible for you to do so, wherever you're at right now. And the rocking can be in any direction. So of course, you can rock from side to side. If you want to keep your hands in your lap, that's fine. If you want to hold, just embrace yourself, that's okay as well. Side to side rock is an option. Then you have your rock going forward and backward. Okay. And so we'll keep it simple. Now, if there's other ways you like to rock, please have at it, do that. But in terms of, just keeping it simple, I'm just going to put out there a side to side, nice side to side rock or forward, backward rock. And just do that now and see how that feels to you. What do you notice as you're rocking? Do you feel inclined to embrace yourself as you're rocking? Is there something that's coming to mind? Maybe something that you're visualizing? I know for me, I have a vision of a family member rocking in a rocking chair. That's what they used to do on the front porch, sitting in that rocking chair, just looking out the window. So that's what's coming to my mind. So just take some time to feel into your body right now. Notice what it feels like just to rock. Notice any emotions that might be arising, even thoughts, as you're just rocking, gently rocking. Then begin to gently slow that rock down and come back to center. Let's pause here. Allow ourselves to settle in, become present with any sensations that might be arising from the body or thoughts or emotions. Now, I want to invite you to set an intention for the day. For your intention, it could be anything that you like. How you want to be, how you want to feel, a certain thought you want to keep in mind, or a specific action that you'd like to focus on. Whatever it is, take the next 5 to 10 seconds to set an intention for today. All right. Let's get into our centering thought for today, which is a quote that I have here. This particular quote says, "We are creatures of love. God gave us a heart. A heart is designed to love. So our natural ability is to love. And part of loving ourselves and those around us is being willing to forgive and be forgiven." I'm going to read that again, as you already know. We are creatures of love. God gave us a heart. A heart is designed to love. So our natural ability is to love. And part of loving ourselves and others and those around us is being willing to forgive and be forgiven. So just sit and see if anything connects with you around that thought. For our main practice today, we're going to focus on compassion. And just as a reminder, compassion really is about being aware of the suffering in yourself as well as others, and having that capacity and that willingness to step in to help relieve that suffering. So, for this compassion practice, I'm going to guide you through, and we'll focus on gratitude for just different things that may have come up in our experience as we've lived our life. Inviting you now, find yourself that comfortable position. Settle yourself as best you can, whatever that looks and feels like for you. And then gently tune into your breath and your body. If you like to keep your eyes open during the practice, that's fine. You can have a low gaze, look out in front of you, or you can close your eyes at this time. Gently begin to tune into your breath and body, noticing anything that's arising. So, any sensations arising from the body, whether that's tightness or tension, tingling or vibration, coolness or warmth, a sense of relaxation and calm or peace. And also notice the breath in its natural pace. As you breathe in and out, inhale and exhale. First, I'd like to invite you into the energy of experiences in our life, and maybe remembering a time or sometimes when you've made mistakes. And as you bring that time to mind, I'm inviting you to show yourself some compassion by gently breathing into this memory. And on your exhale, saying to yourself, I am grateful for my mistakes because they have helped me to learn lessons that I have applied in my life. Breathe in and exhale out. Again, with a focus on maybe challenging times in life or when there's storms. Bring to mind some of those difficulties, some of those storms that arise in life, and show yourself some compassion. Breathing in, maybe remembering this storm cloud that came into your experience. On the exhale, showing compassion by saying to yourself, I am grateful for the storms that have arrived in my life because they have reminded me that nothing lasts forever. Inhale in, exhale out. Continuing to just think about what arrives in our life, inviting you to bring up the energy of this remembrance of anger. Just one time that it has risen up is enough. Be gentle with yourself. And as you remember that anger, inviting you to breathe in, notice that memory, and on the exhale, show yourself compassion by saying to yourself, I am thankful for that anger because it showed me that I needed to establish boundaries. Breathing in and exhaling out. Now, inviting you to bring up that memory, maybe that one time you felt some shame. Inhaling in, noticing that memory of shame on the exhale out. Allowing yourself to show yourself compassion around that shame that occurred by saying to yourself, I am thankful for that time of shame that came into my life because it reminded me that I am enough as I am. Breathing in and breathing out. Now inviting you to tune into your breath and body and send yourself love and compassion and kindness. You can embrace yourself if you like, or just continue to notice the body and the breath and breathe in gently to those places that might be tight or challenging for you, and exhale out nice and gently. All right, allow that breath to get a little bit longer, and then just gently come back into this present moment. All right, everyone, I want to thank you for joining me for this compassion practice. And our call to action today is going to be to take compassion into your day. Even at times where we think things shouldn't be a certain way, that we shouldn't feel a certain thing, we can still show ourselves compassion in those challenging moments by showing gratitude for them arriving, because they're all communication that we have an opportunity to step in and really help with our own suffering. All right, everyone, don't forget to like and subscribe if you're on YouTube, and join us again where we'll start our day grounded, intentional, and connected. Ashe.